Hey everyone, I found this deck on NetrunnerDB. It's called Builder of Tempo, up against Ken Tenma today. It's the Builder of Nations new ID from Weyland, using some advanced splice tricks and traps, and hopefully trying to murder the runner, or advance things quickly. We could try and score a hostile right off the bat, but that doesn't work out too great for us. Well, we get a Scorch, which is pretty nice, but I think we're going to just play it safe. So let's put the Ice Wall in HQ, where we may be able to advance it. Quandary could put on R&D, or we could put on a scoring server. They could make Resias. Fine, we'll just play it safe. Go defensive. But maybe I should have pushed it. Next turn, we can go for the hostile score. And that'll bring our Archer online as well. Not quite the piece of ice you want to put up against Criminal. They do have some fantastic sentry breakers, has to be said. But perhaps if you can get it to land, you're in a good place. So I'm curious about this new ID. As the deck author says, it's kind of an oxymoron in that it's a 44 card deck, so you'd assume you want to rush things, but at the same time it wants to advance ice, which is pretty slow. So yeah, it's kind of a weird one, but we're going to see how we can get on and try and rush the runner. Maybe make some mistakes. There are 3 snares in the deck as well, so fun times had by all, except the runner if they get caught out. It's also using the new Prisec upgrade to land a tag and some damage. So I'm curious to see if we can catch Ken out today. And as you can see, we have Scorch. Also run Sea Source as well, so if we can get the money lead, we could be in a decent spot. No hard-hitting news though, which is interesting for a deck nowadays. Basically this deck wants to follow up with the kill if it does land tags at all. Okay, well they're keeping up in money anyway. So if we can find a nice gear check ice to put in front of the Archer, that'll be alright. Let's try and draw something better than this. Shadow, nice and small. I think that'll do the job. And at least it gives us another advanceable target as well. So we can go for the Atlas score. Supplier, okay, so this is going to be a bit of a slower deck, which works out okay for us. And this last click should have been the testing. Let's go for the Oaktown, I think, because if we get it scored, we'll have plenty of money. We have all we need to res everything. And you can score it from very little as well. Public agendas are pretty good. And we're giving them no time at all to set up either. Right. Okay. Well, that gets me then. So the DDoS will get this agenda. Maybe they'll host it. Maybe that'll waste a bit of time. It was nicely done. I like that. Okay, they're just going to go for the score. So if we can get a Sea Source, Snare, Do we feel that they have another trick up their sleeves? I'm going to try it. I don't think they do. And we'll gain a credit. If we can condition them, we might be able to slam one of the only Junebug into the server as well. Okay, doesn't look like they're going to do the same thing all over again. Okay, so we will get our Atlas out. And we get a Quandary. Would have liked the financial injection of the Oaktown, but this'll do. The versatility is pretty nice. And we can slowly tick our way up. Might have to stick the Quandary on Archives just to prevent this and any other dirty laundries they got going on. Golden is going to be annoying. So it's 2 to get to strength for Archer and 4 to break. So that's 6 to break. But then 2 extra and they'll be able to get through. Or they'll be able to de-res it. So that's not good. Passport. Passport's fine. Gets them into R&D. But that's about it. Still willing to keep the Archer, I think. Right. This deck doesn't run Jacksons, that's one thing to note about it. So, let's see if we can get them in here. And put the Quandary on Archives, just to prevent that. Yay, DDoS. This time I'm okay with it, until Siphon comes in. Okay, just Maker's Eye. Now we have 2 more agendas in hand, so hopefully R&D holds out for us. And we get a snare hit, so let us fire that. And they're going to legwork. So they could claim a few agendas here. It seems like a bad idea. I know it seems like a bad idea to install the snare, but I was hoping for the inside job play again. So they get a 2-pointer. And they're going to pass the turn. Okay. Shipment from Kaguya. So we can advance Shadow and we can advance Ice Wall. So let's do the 2 of them. So this is kind of our key servers being protected now as well. And should put them off running about the place. We need to draw into a 2-pointer as well very soon, while they're down a bit in money and cards. So can we find something good? Let's draw once. Changeling's not much good to us at the moment. The barrier though, so it might be good to stick on R&D or HQ. How worried are we about Siphon? Yeah, it's always good to protect against the Siphon. And we'll crack a Beanstalk just to be able to afford some of the key pieces. Perhaps that was the turn to aggressively draw. Or use the Atlas token. Ugh! It's been a while since I played Weyland. Okay, we'll use it here. There's a chance they'll be able to catch us out. But I think we have to try and go for it. So we draw an Atlas. If we use the token though, they might not think we have anything in hand. So let's do that. No, let's keep the token. Could be useful for C-Source. So let's just install this into server 2 and take some credits. Because while they're down on money, I feel that we could get the archer to hit. And they're drawing frantically. Two same old things. And there's the last agenda we need. Okay, I'm just going to check the deck list for one moment. Hopefully I don't miss. Oops, I should have clicked end turn. Go back. So we run 3 hostiles. So we could in fact just score the one we have, use the Atlas token to find the other one, and score that one as well. And I think that's exactly what we do. Yeah, seems like a plan. And they are kind of hurting early on. Did the snare hurt? There's the Maker's Eye, so they lost security testing. That and this, I think. So they're not going to short gamble. Interesting. Now I'm very confused. Inside job on archives for security testing. Sure. So let's score at the hostile, and we find the other one. So provided we can keep it, we are good to go. Now unfortunately 3 points of agendas in hand isn't a great place to be. Hopefully the mighty ice wall holds out. Or the mighty changeling. Either or. So okay, it seemed like a misplay not to use the Atlas token earlier, but it's worked out better for us, I think. High stakes job. So unfortunately this is a quandary. Not going to cost them anything. So we just let them in, I suppose. They have all the money they could need. And if they can get barrier breaker, legwork. No, Maker's Eye. Okay. No, we don't bring points to hand. Can they score 3 points? Dicey spot to be in. I think we just keep the fingers crossed. Maybe they'll hit the snare and do the hard work for us. Okay, and they're going to come HQ, but they don't have a barrier breaker. So we'll just res this. And they don't have paperclip in the bin or anything like that, do they? Nope, they don't. So into server 2 it goes, and we'll score out. So yeah, it's a very quick deck, and it doesn't overly rely on the whole advanceable ice and advanceable identity, but maybe causes them enough food for thought that they decide against running certain things. Like if you see something advanced you're not going to face, check it going, well, it's just an ice wall, because not only have you wasted the click for running it, but you're taking damage as well. Definitely the rush style of play works for it. I was trying to do the slow advancement myself, and not as good. But this is an interesting deck. As you can see here, it runs the Sea Source, Price Ek. It also has a casting call, just to really put them in a bad spot, and Junebug as well, just in case you can catch them out. As in, you're at 4 points, you install advance, and they think, okay, this is global food, gotta go get it. They use all their resources to get in, and then you blow them out of the water with Junebug, which seems hilarious. I really liked their play on the Oaktown with the DDoS inside job. Worked out very, very well for them. And we were lucky with the global food legwork that they went on actually as well, that we didn't lose one more agenda. But hopefully you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.